All right, guys, so how can you take all of this knowledge that you have about your pelvic floor and turn it into something that might actually make a difference for you throughout the day? Because that's why you're here, right?
Right.
One of the simplest things that we want you to start with is just this purposeful awareness of what your pelvic floor and just that abdominal canister is doing throughout the day. Are you holding stress in that pelvic floor? Can you feel when you go to lift up that toddler, do you feel like you're holding your breath?
When you're doing the dishes, are you leaning against the kitchen counter? Who's holding you up? Is the counter doing the work, or is your pelvic floor and that deep inner core doing the job of holding you up? Once you're aware of it, you're really going to start noticing how this makes a big difference during your day.
Absolutely. Your brain can't use what it can't find. So if you can't consciously focus in on those different muscles and activate them when you want to activate them and relax them when you want to relax them, your brain's not going to be able to use them in any sort of automatic motor patterns, which is where you want to be. You don't want to be thinking about your pelvic floor all day long.
Right. That is not what it's there for.
Nope.
So another great tip that we love is taking some time, just 3 minutes, believe it or not, makes a world of difference, and getting your hips elevated. That means laying down on the floor and getting out, if you have a yoga block around the house,
Stack of pillows,
anything just to get your hips up. And that will really help relieve any kind of like heaviness, pressure, tension. It just takes the weight off of our pelvic floor and gives it a chance to relax.
Yeah, gives an opportunity to actually fully relax without having the pressure of the pelvic organs and gravity down on it. So getting those hips up, you're in that anti-gravity position, and your pelvic floor will thank you.
And this is a really nice opportunity as well. So if you want to use your time really effectively, is to start practicing that really nice deep breathing. Breathing into that whole abdominal canister, and even starting to become more aware of when you breathe. Do you feel anything in your pelvic floor? Do you feel any subtle changes? When you take that nice deep inhale, remembering that as our breathing diaphragm descends, our pelvic floor descends too.
And, a lot of people are familiar with kind of belly breathing and things like that. And we really like to encourage, when you're doing this deep breathing exercise, to really think about like everything should expand. That your chest should come up some, that belly's going to come up some, and those ribs should really open up all the way around. And that's an area that we see a lot of time in patients, is that they have some area of restriction, some area of tightness. And so then what we encourage them to do is to really draw some attention to that area when they're doing their deep breathing, and really try to bring some pressure to that area to start to mobilize things and get things moving a little better and be a little happier.
Yeah, the more aware of your body, the better able that you are to use it.
Absolutely.